What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are doing the 8 best tips for faster progression in Mighty Party, the revised updated edition, because I've done 2 previous versions of this video and everyone hates them because the music's so fucking loud. So hopefully you're happy now, you bastards. If you want to support the channel, you can now become a member and get member exclusive benefits, or you can just hit the like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below with your best tips that you think is missing from the list. Now, the first tip is a bit of a no-brainer, and that is to play daily and finish all the daily quests and open all the daily chests for Mighty Pass points, and also to get the gems in the last chest. These are all very easy to complete. It should only take around 15 minutes or so of play time. There's also weekly quests that require you to get 500 quest points, which you get by completing the dailies. The rewards aren't massive for completing these quests, but you can build up over time, and every little bit helps. So play daily and complete all daily quests every day. Daily. On a side note as well, from these daily quests, every week you'll get 310 gems per week, which is going to go into the second tip, which is to save all gems for the events. This can be hard to do, is the temptation to spend them on, the 10-time demigod summoning or leveling up your pets is always going to be there. You're always going to be tempted. Now, the reason for saving your gems for these events is because you have to spend a fuckload in each event to progress through each stage and to get to the end. If you don't have them, you always get stuck around the beginning of stage 2 or so, and you'll never progress further if you don't have the gems there in your bank ready to go. If you do have the gems though, you can progress all the way through, and you do get scrolls for each stage you pass. So if you complete one event using gems and get all the scrolls, the next event that comes up you'll spend less gems, because you'll have, I think it's 12 scrolls from memory, and that will create a snowball effect going forward for each event, so you'll spend less gems each time. It's going to take time to save up the required amount of gems so you can get through a full event, but it is worth it to maybe skip spending gems for a few events to save up at least 6,000 or so as a minimum, and then on the next event go hard and get that snowball effect that I mentioned earlier happening. The third tip is save your gold. Always keep that gold piling up until the high growth event comes along every couple of weeks. Again, this can be hard to do, as you're always tempted to be leveling up your favourite heroes, but it's better to wait. Your heroes aren't going to miss out on being leveled up, they're just going to have to wait. They're just waiting for the high growth event, and having as much gold as possible means when you get to the high growth event, you're going to get gems as well, and get more gems for having that much gold saved up and leveling through it. Saving your gold from the high growth event to the next one means you should be able to get a couple of thousand gems just from leveling up your heroes, roughly a couple of thousand depending on how much gold you have saved. I think it's like 1.2 mil should get you around a couple of thousand, and then obviously that's going to help build your gem bank, which goes on to the previous step for their event. So it's another snowball effect that's going to be there. And yes, there's daily quests that require you to spend gold to level up heroes, but all you simply do there is just go through your list, find the cheapest one, level them up once, and there, that daily quest is done. The fourth tip is your guild bonuses. When you're doing leveling up in the high growth event, don't forget to use your guild bonuses. It costs 3,000 coins or guild coins to get your level up cost down by 10%, which comes in extremely handy for the high growth event and will definitely get more levels than you would without it. There's also a good guild bonus which takes your evolve cost down by 10%, which you can get those few extra cards when evolving. And the last guild bonus we use regularly is the chest open 10% quicker. They're all very good to use and just give you that little bit more out of your resources. And if you spend 1 million gold and realize, shit, I forgot to put the minus 10% cost on for the leveling when I was doing the high growth event, you want to kick yourself in the nuts, or the vag. Depends which one you have. The fifth tip is copper coins. The copper coins can be earned in the dungeon trials from the Dark Tower or the pit boss battles. Once again, people can cave into temptation and spend those as soon as they get them, but the best thing to do is to hold on to them and be patient. Yes, there is a weekly quest that requires you to spend, although sometimes it just requires you to earn them, but if you need to spend them to complete your weekly quest, that's fine, no problems at all, because that's going to go through and help you get, the gems and stuff like that through your weekly quest. The only other time you should spend them is when a specific hero or heroes come up that you are actively seeking or using in your current squad and you want to level up. So just hang on to those copper coins and wait for Grace or Dominus or Legion, or whichever hero it is you want, and only spend your coins on them and keep the rest until they pop up again. The sixth tip is to stay active in your guild and communicate. The guild I'm in has their own Discord server, and they plan every single stage of attack and defense meticulously, and it really makes a massive difference. The good communication with your guild goes a long way to earning the rewards in each stage of the guild battles, and it can give you a huge boost in how much gold, gems and hero cards you can earn. So stay active and communicate. Lots. The seventh tip is that the Colosseum is fucking useless. Yes, you can get some good gold from it, and if you're lucky, the occasional hit of gems, but for me, its best use is to save those seals. You can get 20 a day from daily quest, Now I currently have around 2,000 and I'm keeping those for the next event. Each time you jump into the Colosseum it costs 20 seals, and if you do this during an event you can get between 15 to 40 runes, plus you still get the gold or the occasional gem hit from it as well. So theoretically I'll be able to do that 100 times, spending my 2,000 seals. I'll be able to do 100 matches in the next event, which will give me 1,500 to 4,000 runes extra I normally wouldn't have, and that could be another legendary chest for a hero I want, and also helps me build my gold stack for the next high growth event. And fuck yes, it took me a long time to save up that many, but it wasn't hard because the Colosseum is shit. The hard part was playing the fucking thing for an hour to get the runes. The 8th tip is to be rich. Obviously this is a joke. Unless you are super rich, then go ahead and spend thousands on this game buying all kinds of packs and you'll be up on the top in no time, like the rest of the bastards that have spent thousands on this game. I am jealous. I do wish I had the money to spend on this game. It will make it so much fucking easier. But really, the 8th tip is to be patient, as progress up the leagues can be really slow sometimes, as all us poor folks don't have the money to burn, need to grind, and grind. So the 8th tip is just to be patient, don't get worn out, just keep repeating the other 7 tips, and after 1 to 2 months you'll start noticing that faster progression. You'll notice it sooner, but you'll notice it more and more, and you will be progressing through the league a lot better than what you were previously if you weren't doing my tips. So that's all the tips for today. If you think I missed any, let me know in the comments below. Also leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you're feeling generous, don't forget you can now become a member of the channel and help me buy my next beer. Until next time fuckers, peace out.